Alright, good morning. So I did end up spending the night in Lincoln. Basically, I tried to hitchhike out, but it was just a bit too late. So I tried until basically it got dark and then gave up and I went to the bar. And so I went to this bar called the Wheel Inn and they're really friendly there. It seems like a lot of locals go there as well. So got a nice burger, a couple of beers, and they actually let me stay there. I just camped outside. I just slept on the grass outside behind the bar and they let me do that for free. So really friendly, really nice. And yeah, now it's the next morning and I'm gonna try and hitchhike back to the trail. So this is the post office, and I wonder, is this the post office where Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, sent his packages from? I assume it probably is, because I don't think he had a car. My understanding is that he just rode his bike into town. So I'm assuming he sent those bombs from this post office. Pretty crazy. Alright, so back on the trail, and it's really windy right now, and I think I'm going to be going along ridge lines the whole day, so probably just going to be in the wind all day. So this is really cool. There's this yurt just on the trail basically, this little hut that you can stay in. So if I had managed to hitchhike out of Lincoln yesterday evening, I probably would have hiked to this yurt and stayed here. I would have slept here because this is a really nice spot. And also the trail here is so exposed on these ridge lines. It gets really windy, so it's nice that this is here. This is a great place to stay for the night. Alright, so it's been extremely windy today, so a lot of the clips in today's video will probably have no audio, just because, yeah, even with the like windscreen on this microphone, it's just like the wind has been really insane. It's like pushing me off the trail. Where I am right now is a bit less windy. It's not too bad now. It's actually pretty windy, but it's nothing like what it was earlier when I was like properly up on the ridge. It was just insane. So it's a bit better where I am now. I can actually put my hat on again, which is good because it's sunny. And also, you may have seen I just passed over a pass called Lewis and Clark Pass. And I mentioned a while back, I went over Lemmy Pass, which is where Lewis and Clark crossed the divide, the continental divide, on their journey across America. And I didn't realize I'd be crossing paths with Lewis and Clark again. But basically, on Lewis's return journey, he went over this pass right here. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so in some of the previous clips, you may have seen all the smoke, and you could see that there was clearly a big fire in the distance, and that's actually to the north, so basically where I'm heading, except I looked at the maps and the trail goes quite west for a bit and then goes northwest, and the wind is coming from the west as well, so the smoke is blowing to the east. So I'm hoping that the trail takes me to the west of that fire, and that it's not an issue. And you know, if the trail goes to the west of the fire, then there'll be no issue of smoke. So I don't know, but it looks fairly close. Like, it looks like something I might reach tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. It's hard to tell, but yeah, it's a bit concerning. And I'm actually with a few other hikers now. They're just close behind me. Source, Kid, Napoleon, Storytime. There's a few hikers around. And anyway, we all had phone service, and we stopped when we saw the fire, and we looked up for, like, you know, fires in Montana, and also like the CDT alerts page about fire closures or anything. And so far it seems like there's nothing directly on the trail, and that there's no closures, and there's no like alerts on the CDT website. So hopefully I have service tomorrow as well. I can keep an eye on it. And actually tomorrow I should be reaching a place called Benchmark, which is where people get rides into the town of Augusta. And so there'll be plenty of people around that area, and I'll definitely be able to find out information about what's going on. And I'm fairly confident that that fire is beyond Augusta, or beyond Benchmark. So yeah, should be fine. I'll figure out what's going on tomorrow. Hopefully there are no big issues. I'd be really sad if there was another fire closure, you know. The last time that happened was in New Mexico, and since New Mexico I've been pretty lucky with no issues with fires. And yeah, it would be really sad. I'm so close to Canada. It would really suck if like the trail was closed when I'm like this close to reaching Canada. Alright, so it's getting towards the end of the day now, and the wind is calming down a bit, and it's quite nice out here on these ridgelines. And anyway, I'm planning to actually night hike quite a bit. Fairly soon the trail drops down into a valley, into the forest I assume, so I'll probably at least get down into that valley and hike a bit along the valley hopefully. But I do want to get a decent amount of more miles in, just because it was a late start today. Didn't really start hiking till at least like 10 a.m. just because I got breakfast in town and then I hitchhiked out back to the trail, so it was quite a late start. And you know, today was also pretty tough terrain, just lots of ups and downs all day long, so there was a lot of elevation gain. I think I'm doing at least 7,000 feet today so far, or fairly soon I'll reach 7,000 I think. But if I keep hiking late, I could easily go beyond 8,000 feet. I don't know, I need to check the maps, but it's a pretty big day, so in terms of elevation, so that slowed me down a bit. But I just caught up to another hiker, a guy that I've met a few times. His name is Cash, and he's actually from BC. He's from, I think, Kamloops maybe, and I think he's gonna hike kind of late tonight as well. We'll see, but he's just slightly up ahead of me. I've never actually night hiked with another person, and that would actually be quite nice. Instead of just night hiking alone, but we'll see. I don't know, he'll probably set up camp before I do, but yeah, anyway, that's all for today. It's a really nice day going along all those ridge lines, some beautiful views, but some really strong winds, and a bit concerned about the fire up ahead, but hopefully we figure that out tomorrow, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.